Where the pros are the pros. I fell asleep during SmackDown and I fell asleep during Raw. I haven't done that in a long time. The only memorable thing in 5.5 hours of programming is freaking JD McDonough. Oh my God. I don't know. I mean, we've seen a lot of vicious, bad bumps. But my God, Ben, I thought that dude was going to come out of that paralyzed, bro.
Oh, yeah, dude. That was one of the most asinine risks, and the reward was exactly what was fucking, the risk, pretty much. Like, you're doing moonsaults to the outside in the middle of a match as a transition. What could possibly go wrong? Here's what possibly goes wrong. And, dude, the fact that, and here we are talking to the guy we love the most, he didn't fucking take moonsaults and snap his neck. He got a railing dropped on his neck. But fucking, are you not learning anything? Nope. I'm going to get over with this dumb shit, risk myself instead of learning how to work properly. I have to go to the outside. I have to go to the desk. And you wait till JD McDonough. He might not be as lucky as Stevie is at 44 years old. He will be in a fucking wheelchair paralyzed, because even though he didn't break his neck allegedly last night, get ready for your 40s, homeboy, because you're going to fucking pay for all of these things. And then he's on the shelf because he has broken ribs and a punctured lung. That wasn't even from the next spot in that match. He's now on the shelf out of the Royal Rumble, taking insane risks instead of doing character as we lead to a pay-per-view. We're doing spots that are bigger than what will be on the pay-per-view, and now we're off the pay-per-view. So same with Dakota Kai, the people's champion, don't you know? A huge future, a main eventer who loses the Intercontinental Championship, but then in the match, she doesn't know enough to turn her head and get her fucking hand up to block a shoot kick to the face. Guess who's got a massive concussion and is out of the Royal Rumble? Like, best in the world. Indie marks trying to get their shit in a video game way, but because they're on WWE, you can't tell nobody nothing. Yeah. Fuck that. You're going to learn. Your body's going to tell you. You don't got to listen to me. Well, you can't walk at 40. Yeah. Then you'll maybe
I want to go one step deeper, but before we do, I want to go to Stevie. I mean, my God, Stevie, with what you've gone through, literally, I want to know, when you're seeing something like that, like, what is your knee-jerk reaction?
I try not to have a knee-jerk reaction, but I can be completely empathetic, and I can relate to that. The moves are completely different. The stuff that JD McDonough could do and that I could do are on two different worlds. The problem is, and this is a trap, it's a double-edged sword. The greatest asset for JD McDonough was also my greatest asset, bumping and selling. Bumping and selling, you're finite. You're not getting over in the right way that's going to draw money for you. You're getting other people over. The second that that's taken away, or that level of being able to bump and sell is taken away, your usefulness in a company, maybe the business, has been used up. You're taken out the pasture after that. And you're left with the damage that we're talking about. That's the problem. We never come out of it the same way we go into it. But guys like myself, guys like JD McDonough, though Brad Armstrong would be an earlier version, it could work and was protected. But your job is to literally be a crash test dummy. JD McDonough now is in a trap where he better figure out when he's out how to get over to bump less like that. Unfortunately,
he won't come back and sell that. He should have a neck brace on for the next fucking year.
He might need to have one eventually.
Yeah, like even if it's costume, right? Like,
but guys, here's the freaking problem, and this is why I swear I want to double bird the entire wrestling industry, and literally, like, it's reasons like this why I want to have nothing to do with wrestling, even for $1 million. This is the reason why. Because Stevie, what are we waking up to this morning? Oh, what a hero he is. And oh my God, he gutted it out. And holy shit, JD McDonough. And I'm watching this, and the whole time I'm saying, you ass, stay down. Stay the F down. Do you literally want to wind up in a wheelchair? Stay down. And Ben, he's being celebrated this morning because he continued the match with broken ribs and a punctured lung. What the frig is wrong with these idiots, bro?
They think they really are the video game. They think they're not going to get hurt, that they're infallible. Meanwhile, this is a work. And you walked out with 3 broken ribs, a punctured lung, and lucky to not be paralyzed. Meanwhile, the guy that got you fighting had a double fucking neck surgery that they put over Edge. Is the only one who came back from it. He's a 300-pounder. They got him doing a springboard fucking line that doesn't hit. They haven't hit that finisher once since they came back the proper way. And a big man like that should not be leaving his feet to start with. What could possibly go wrong when a 300-pounder is doing a turning 180 springboard? If anything, the safest thing is shoot him off, bounce, shoulder block, it's over. You just got hit by a bread truck. Nope, still got to get my shit in. You know who needs their asses kicked? The fucking agents who don't understand what you have in a big man versus 2 little guys that you should be able to throw in the air like fucking pizza dough and let them take their own bumps. Instead, going into the pay-per-view, we're taking pay-per-view level risks for no reason. And then because we didn't die, people are like, he's the best ever, when he had heel heat and was a rib because of how big his fucking head was. That was what got him over before. Like,
but yeah, Stevie, that's exactly what we're talking about, bro. The average wrestler. I'm gonna say the average wrestler today is a JD McDonough. That's the average wrestler. And what do, bro? You got all of them waking up this morning of how brave he is and what a hero and holy shit. And you've got all of them reading that and oh man, I wonder what I have to do to make them think that I'm a hero and I'm tough. Stevie, that's the mentality of freaking today's wrestler.
Yeah, Pandora's box has definitely opened up when things like that happen. By the way, you reminded me of what my wife said as I was trying to put my shoes on was stay down, you dumbass. So I can understand it. Hey, but I give him, this is a guy with what you just described. Even people can think whatever we want to. My first instinct is to try to get this guy's number and text him or call him and check on him because he is a human being. And I am impressed by his work, but also watching the bumps he's been taking, as impressive as it is, as a sofa wrestler now being retired, I know each one has a cumulative effect. Regular bumps do. But you take the bigger bumps, you're multiplying that into your bump card. So we're going to have a lot more people at 40 years old or 30 years old feeling the way I do at 53 right now.
Here's why you should definitely publish your book. I believe this quote by Toni Morrison sums it up best. If there is a book